Okay, so this is an introduction to your coursework. So what exactly is coursework? Simply put, it's a project. So a few things to note about coursework. Firstly, you need to be disciplined and focused. It is a 30-page product that you need to produce, so that takes a lot of discipline and focus to get that done. Secondly, if you need help, ask for it. You have my handphone number and my email address. So at any point of time, if you need help, just, WhatsApp me or something. Do not plagiarize. Don't cut and paste from the internet. Don't cut and paste from, textbooks. And please don't copy each other's work. Fourthly, content is more important than aesthetics. What I mean by that, what you actually write in the project is more important than how you present it. Okay, this is always more important. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The project is worth 60 marks. It comprises of 6 sections, which will make up 30 pages. I'll elaborate on that in a while. You'll have to complete it over about 20 hours. So I've already allocated the time for each section for you this year. So while you're doing the coursework, you can continually revise it until the submission. Okay, so for this year, each section you will revise it until I tell you that it's due, whereas for next year you can revise each section all the way until the final submission date. As part of your coursework, you will also have to have a practical exam. We will do this somewhere just before June. It will comprise of 4 dishes and you will have to cook it in 2.5 hours. And of course, your coursework will be counted towards your final grade, just like next year will be counted towards your N-level grade. The coursework itself is worth 60% of the final marks. The other 40% will be a theory paper. Okay, so these are the sections of the coursework. You start off with task analysis, then you'll move on to research. The third part is when you make decisions about which dishes you're going to cook, so that's decision making. The fourth part is planning. Then we go on to execution, which is basically your practical exam. And then finally, we'll do an evaluation, which will be both on the practical exam and on your overall coursework. So here's the process for this year. You'll be watching online videos just like this one, and this will be your homework. The coursework itself, which will be done in class. And of course, you can also do it at home, but most of the time doing the coursework will be spent in class. While you're doing your coursework, I will comment on your work at least twice, so that will give you a chance to revise your coursework as you go along. And then on submission dates, which I will tell you about in a little while, I will download your work from the internet and I will give you a final grade. That's for this year. Okay, so that's what I've just told you is only for this year. Next year, what you'll do is you'll actually complete your coursework in school without the use of internet, except for the research section. Okay, so for this year, term 1, we're going to do 2 sections, which is task analysis. It's going to be due next week. And research, which will be due in week 8. In term 2, we'll move on to doing decision making, planning, and the execution, which will be your practical exam just before June holidays, or if we run out of time, just after June holidays. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email through LMS or WhatsApp me, or you can bring your questions to class and I'll answer them.